adult contemporary radio station in Zambia, connecting you to the newsmakers and events news in the global village.
Good evening. This is the 5FM Radio Menu headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema reaffirms government's commitment to promoting responsible mining practices. Government resolves the issue of water contamination in Kabwe's Zambia Railways compound. And Mandelson called Epstein best power in birthday message. This bulletin is live on our Facebook page, 5FM Radio Zambia, and our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. With the details, my name is Lance Sannie. President Hakainde Hichilema has reaffirmed the government's commitment to promoting responsible mining practices and maintaining security in mining areas. Speaking at the 2025 Artisanal and Small-Scale Mining Conference held under the theme Unlocking ASM Potential for Inclusive and Sustainable Development, President Hichilema emphasized that no large, medium, or small-scale miner will be permitted to introduce insecurity or criminal elements into areas such as the Kikonge Gold Mine or any other mining site. The president urged miners to adhere strictly to formal trading channels, stressing that attempts to smuggle gold through illegal means such as using aqua bags at airports are criminal offenses and will result in legal consequences, including imprisonment. He further encouraged all stakeholders to utilize formal trading channels for gold transactions. President Hichilema also clarified that claims suggesting the government has relinquished tax revenue to mining entities are misinformed. He stated that assertions implying this administration has forgone tax revenue from the mining sector are inaccurate.
But yet, we want you to be rich. We want you to employ people. We want you to make money. But we can do it without destroying the environment and without dying every day. I think you've got the theme on number 2. So legal mining, safe mining. Number 3, formal trade. Formal trade. When you are mining there as an artisanal or as a small scale miner or medium, large scale, we want you to trade in that metal in a formal way. We don't want you to put it in aqua bags and go to the airport illegally and try and export it. When you are caught there, you'll be jailed. Back to law and order. But we want a formal market arrangement. You are producing to illegal buyers.
The Lusaka Water Supply and Sanitation Company, or WSC, has announced that the recent disruption to water supply in parts of Lusaka City has been resolved and normal supply was restored on Saturday, 6th September 2025. The disruption was due to a technical fault on the pumping system at the Ireland treatment plant in Kafue. The engineers resolved the problem on Friday night, after which production stabilized and water levels at the Stuart Park reservoirs recovered. The company Public Relations and Customer Service Department says as a result of the fault, water supply was affected in areas such as Charleston, Avondale, Kaunda Square, parts of Kablonga and Woodlands, Chadley, Jesmondin, Kalundu, Garden, Ngombe, Foxdale, Mandahill, Thorn Park, Olympia, Arcades, Chainama, Sunningdale, Handsworth, Lilanda Estates, and parts of Mtendere. It stated that to mitigate the impact, LWSC prioritized supply to key institutions, including the University Teaching Hospital UTH, Levi Mwanawasa Hospital, and Minasoko Military Hospital. The department further stated that the company also collaborated with the Lusaka City Council to deliver water by bowsers to affected communities such as Mtendere. As normal supply has now been restored, Lusaka Water and Sanitation Company encourages all customers to continue practicing water conservation by using water wisely, avoiding wastage, and reporting legally. Chawama aspiring Member of Parliament Morgan Munda has emphasized the need to preserve the Ingombeilede historical tourist attraction site in the southern province. Speaking when he visited the site, Mr. Munda highlighted the significance of protecting this valuable piece of Zambia's history. The visit followed his attendance at the Zambangulwe traditional ceremony, where he gained deeper insight into the cultural importance of the Ingombeilede. Mr. Munda expressed concern over the current state of the site, noting that without proper preservation, it risks losing its historical value. He has urged the relevant authorities to prioritize the protection of the Ingombeilede site. He stressed that the site holds significant historical value, not just for the local community, but for the entire country. Mr. Munda says by safeguarding it, Zambia can ensure that future generations can learn from and appreciate this important part of the nation's heritage. One of Munda's key recommendations is the development of proper infrastructure around the site. He believes that this would not only protect the site but also enhance its appeal to tourists. He says there is need to put up lodges around the site for tourists to be accommodated.
Minerals and other ornaments which the whites used to get from here. So this is a very important site for Zambia. And in turn of all events, the British came to help us to construct the Kariba Dam, which has turned to be the major hydroelectric power generation in the country, supplying the whole country. Not only power generation, but fish, also providing a lot of employment for the local people. So the Kariba, we're extremely happy and grateful that the people, the Goa people, the Way people, the people of Siavonga, they have decided that as a nation, we come and honor and celebrate this particular traditional ceremony called the Zambangulwe.
Education Minister Douglas Siagalima has called for private sector participation in the construction of student hostels at universities across the country. Mr. Siagalima noted that the government currently manages 10 public universities, and each year the student population continues to grow without a corresponding increase in student accommodation. The minister made the remarks on Monday, 8th September, when a 14-member delegation from the Imperial Group of Companies and its alliance partners paid a courtesy call on him in the evening. The delegation comprises representatives from the Imperial Group based in the United Arab Emirates, UAE, and Italy, along with alliance partners from the UAE, Egypt, and Britain. They are in Zambia to explore investment opportunities. He expressed appreciation that the delegation is considering a wide range of investment opportunities, including in the energy and mining sectors. Mr. Siagalima further stressed that investment in the energy sector is critical, stating that investment in education is futile without sufficient energy supply. The Consul General of Zambia in Dubai and the Northern Emirates of the UAE, Professor Gary Nkombo Muka, facilitated the delegation's trip to Zambia.
You may as well look elsewhere. I have 10 public universities, and many of these universities, the problem has been accommodation. The population is growing, and we need a lot of investment in it. So thank you, Professor Muka, for facilitating this. As I said, I'm particularly happy that you are diverse, because one fits into the other.
Speaking earlier, Professor Muka said the Imperial Group of Companies and its alliance partners are exploring partnerships and investment opportunities in key investment areas, including education, energy, mining, hospitality, and infrastructure. And in other news trending this evening, the Lusaka City Council has made significant strides in healthcare development, completing 3 health facilities and having 3 more nearing completion under the 2024 Constituency Development Fund (CDF). The Ministry of Water Development and Sanitation has assured the public that immediate corrective measures were taken following reports of suspected water contamination in Kawe's Zambia's Railways compound received on 1st September 2025 through the Lukanga Water Supply and Sanitation Company Customer Service Office. Up next, the business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
The Zambia Compulsory ZICSA has started equipping its staff with skills and knowledge required to enforce 41 new compulsory standards in a bid to enhance protection of consumers and the environment. New mandatory standards cover solar products, food products, packaging materials, carbon steel bars, fish and fish products, energy drinks, milk and milk products, fresh fruits and vegetables, table wines and tomato products, among other products. The training is part of their preparatory activities ahead of the implementation of the new compulsory standards. ZICSA Executive Director Gerald Chizinga says the agency's move comes in response to the increasing number of products on the market and the need for increased oversight to protect the health and safety of citizens. Training workshop for ZICSA officers from across the country yesterday in Lusaka. Mr. Chizinga said the agency will start enforcing the new mandatory standards on October 1 following engagements with stakeholders. He said one of the faced over the years is the low number of products that are covered by compulsory standards. He said ZICSA will engage different stakeholders, including the media, to raise awareness on the new compulsory standards.
Challenges that the agency has faced over the years is the low number of products that are covered by compulsory standards. For stakeholders from outside, currently the agency only regulates 61 products. This is low compared to the number and complexity of products that are available on the market. This challenge has been highlighted not only by ourselves as members of staff, but also external stakeholders, including the Ministry of Fisheries, which brought to attention some of the products that require regulation, and of course, private sector.
Ends the business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
And in foreign news, Lord Madison called the late convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein his best pal, according to a letter in an alleged birthday book that has been released by US lawmakers. In the message for Epstein's 50th birthday in 2003, Lord Mandelson, the UK's ambassador to the US since last year, describes him as an intelligent, sharp-witted man who parachuted into his life. The existence of the letter from Lord Mandelson was first reported by the Wall Street Journal in July, when the newspaper published details of the alleged birthday note. An official spokesperson for Lord Mandelson told the BBC that he has long been clear that he very much regrets ever having been introduced to Epstein. And in sports news, the Zambia under-17 boys national soccer team this afternoon left for the COSAFA AFCON qualifiers slated for Zimbabwe. Speaking before departure, coach Chris Kaunda expressed confidence in his squad, saying the players had put in everything during training. Kaunda noted that for most of the boys, this would be their first time competing at international level, adding that the tournament will provide them with valuable experience. He expressed confidence that the team would successfully defend the championship and maintain Zambia's strong status in the region. Team captain Tasiliwe Malupande said the team's main target is to retain the title and declared that his teammates are ready for the challenge. Zambia are the defending champions of the competition. And the evening weather report is that it is mainly clear, windy at times, and warm to mild. Ends our weather report in that item brings us to the end of the news. But before we go, a recap of the stories that made headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema has reaffirmed the government's commitment to promoting responsible mining practices and maintaining security in mining areas. The Lusaka Water Supply and Sanitation Company has announced that the recent disruption to water supply in parts of Lusaka City has been resolved and normal supply was restored on Saturday, 6th September 2025. And finally, Lord Mandelson called the late convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein his best pal, according to a letter in an alleged birthday book that has been released by US lawmakers. For more news, follow us on Facebook, 5FM Radio Zambia, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. On behalf of the entire news crew and the technical department, thank you for listening to the happy world of 5FM. Stay safe and stay tuned to 5FM Radio. My name is Lance Sannie Banda. Enjoy the rest of the evening.